Welcome.
Shabbat
Welcome to
shalom.
those who are here in person, those who are at home, on YouTube, on Zoom. It's good to be with you. Let's take a moment with the candles. Our tradition, our practice remind us that at this moment when Shabbat starts, the gates are open for the prayers of our heart, whichever they are. So it is a moment that I invite you to close your eyes, to take a deep breath, and to just say in your heart, whatever it is there, the desires of your heart, from the small things to the big things, the small things at home, in our families, for our children, for our parents, for loved ones, for our children, to the big things, for our communities, to the country, to the world. So just take a moment. You guys also need to pray. Your prayers are the most important. Children's prayers are the ones that are most hurt, okay? So we'll take a moment. And if you're at home, I encourage you to put your candles also with and we take 3 times from the light of the Shabbat candles. Holy One of blessing,
Holy One of blessing,
your presence fills creation. Your presence fills creation. Oh, your presence fills creation. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Eloheinu melech haolam, Eloheinu melech haolam, Hashem kitshanu b'mitzvotav,
v'tzivanu
le'ad lignet, le'ad lignet, shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Let's greet each other with Shabbat Shalom. Make sure to greet someone you don't know. Shabbat Shalom.
I greet you anyways. Shabbat shalom. Good to see you.
Ay, ay, ay.
Are you staying for dinner?
Welcome back. I'm sorry. Page 2. It's the last stanza on page 2, the first sentence. Gale, 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 na. Ufros, ufros.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
As we're still landing in the space here and in Shabbat, this week we're reading Parshat Yitro. We're reading about the giving of Torah, standing at Mount Sinai. But before we could get there, we had to learn a little bit. We had to let go a little bit. We had to do a little bit of reflection as a people, our ancestors. And that time of reflection and landing and getting ready sometimes takes a little while. It did for our ancestors. And so I invite you, as is our practice at TBZ, to take a moment between each of the Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat to reflect on one thing this week. One thing that helped you through your day, a small moment of gratitude, waking up in the morning, getting somewhere on time, perhaps. And if you can remember all the way back to Sunday, Yom Rishon, one moment on Sunday.
Page 3. Rechu neranena B'Adonai Nariya Letzori Sheinu Nekad Mafanav Betodah Bizmirot Nariya Lo
Yom Sheni on Monday. Was there a moment of quiet, a moment of noticing, of gratitude, that you want to bring that energy with you into Shabbat? Taking a breath for Yom Sheni.
On page 5 with Psalm 96. We're going to sing the whole psalm with all the words in Hebrew. There's transliteration facing the Hebrew. And if saying all the Hebrew words is hard and doesn't work, you can always sing the tune. 999, ay, 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 ay. Oy vey, oy vey, whatever works for you. The words are on page 5 though.
Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai, bachru shemo, basru miyom הגויים,
אדוני מלך, אבדי כותבת באזימות, ידינמים במישרים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, עיר הים ומלואו, ירוס אדוני וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל הצייה לפני אדוני, כי בא לשפוט הארץ, ישפוטנו בצדק, בימים באמונתו, ינאי Yom Shlishi, Tuesday. Is there a moment on Tuesday, a small moment of gratitude? Something that happened. Maybe you were still feeling the energy from Tu B'Shvat, noticing the trees around you.
Page 6, Psalm 97. The last two verses of Psalm 97.
Ay,
Yom Revi'i, Wednesday, the middle of the week when we get caught up in all of the things we still have to do. For the children of Israel, as they were getting their camp ready, preparing themselves, still at the beginning of their journey of wandering in the desert. Was there a moment on Wednesday, Yom Revi'i, where you found quiet, gratitude for something small that happened in the middle of the week that allows you to take a breath?
Psalm 98, page 8, in the middle of the page.
Zamru Adonai Bechino Bechino Bechol Zimra 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 Zamru Adonai Bechino Bechino Bechol
Yom Chamishi, Thursday, just yesterday, if you can think all the way back to yesterday. One moment, one piece of getting ready for Shabbat, for gratitude.
page 9. No, page 9, Psalm 99. The last 3 sentences, verses.
Adonai Eloheinu
Adonai Eloheinu,
Ve'ishtachavu
Ve'ishachavu,
Lehar Kodsho
Lehar Kodsho,
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lehar Kodsho Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romem Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachavu Lehar Kodsho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachavu Lehar Kodsho Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachavu Lehar Kodsho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachavu Lehar Kodsho Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachavu Lehar Kodsho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachavu Lehar Kodsho Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachavu Lehar Kodsho. Yom Shishi, just today. Wherever you are in this moment, if you still feel like you're landing and settling, whatever things that you didn't get to, whatever things we had to leave at home that we still feel like are unfinished, Shabbat gives us the chance to just take a breath, to settle a little bit, maybe shake out our shoulders. That stuff will be there for us at the end of Shabbat. And for now, we can be just in community together, all together, ready to greet the Shabbos bride. 25 hours just to simply be.
Page 10.
Adonai, למבול ישב, וישב אדוני, מלך לעולם. אדוני עוז, לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
And we welcome the Shabbat right with Lecha Dodi on page 12. And it is our practice, our custom for the last stanza of Kabbalat Shabbat to walk out to the stairs to greet Shabbat. Traditionally from the practice in Tzfat, in Safed, where the Hasidim will go out, the Mekubalim will go out to greet Shabbat to the fields. We don't have the fields of the Galil, but we have Beacon Street. And Shabbat comes all the way to Beacon Street. But we add always another layer to this practice, which is not just to bring Shabbat in, which is to bring Shabbat out. Because the world needs Shabbat. Because Shabbat cannot just stay in this space, in this building, in the experiences that we have here at TBZ or in our Jewish community. Shabbat needs to be brought to the world, to everything that we do. So that's our practice. And how different the weather is from last week when we went to greet Shabbat and we froze. And today, so today no excuse. And we'll invite you, we'll open the doors and we will bring a computer outside so we can bring the people out. I know when we go out, the sound is not as good, but we bring you Shabbat and you can keep singing at home anyways. Lecha Dodi on page 12.
Lecha Dodi,
Lecha Dodi,
לקראת כלה,
לקראת כלה,
פני
שבת, נקבלה.
lecha Dodi,
לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה.
שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, ושמו תפארת ולתהילה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת,
נקבלה.
נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה התנערי מעפר גומי לשבי תפארתך עמי על יד אלישי ותלכני קורא אל נפשי גאלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי שתעוררי כבוד אדוני לך נגלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה
לקראת כלה
בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקמי מה תשתכחי ומה תמי וחפצו אני עמי ונבנתה עיר על תילה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה והיו למשיסה שוסעי ורחקו כמבלעי יסיס עלייך אלוהי תמסוס לב באהלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי היריב בין פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה 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 בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה לך דודי ליגה קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי ליגה קלה פני שבת נקבלה Skala Penei Shabbat Mekabela Alecha Dodi Likat Kala Penei Shabbat
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
That's it. They were here for Kabbalat Shabbat. They can go now. Okay. So good to be with all of you. It's great. We're welcoming to show our youngest member. That's Natalia, somewhere there. She's 3 months, 2 months, 10 weeks. She's our newest member.
Woo!
It's first time at shul. Welcome. I want to ask who is our oldest member. That she's newest both as age and as member. So no, there've been some new members since 10 weeks. So take a moment to one more time. As Sarah guided us through a practice of gratitude, we get to Psalm of Shabbat that says, Tov lehodot la'Adonai. It is so good to practice gratitude. It's a good thing. It's good for your heart, good for your body, it's good for the world, it's good for others. It's not as good to kvetch. Believe me, I know it feels good, but at the end, we built more resentment, more anger. Gratitude builds more love, more good things. More good things come up from gratitude. So it is good. Tov leodot l'Adonai. It is good to be grateful to God, to recognize the blessings, the gifts, the small and the big, even when it's hard, even when we don't know if we can end the day well, even when we face crisis, even when we feel pain, even when it's just so difficult. To take a moment to say, I am grateful because I have this, or I have that, or I'm part of this, or I'm part of that. Tov leodot l'Adonai. Page 15.
Tov leodot l'Adonai, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות. טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות. Page 16, 3 lines from the bottom. עדותיך, עדותיך, נאמנו מאוד, לביתך נאווה קודש. עדותיך, נאמנו מאוד, לביתך נאווה קודש. אדוני לאורך ימים, אדוני לאורך ימים, אדוני לאורך ימים, אדוני לאורך ימים.
If you are mourning or commemorating a yahrzeit, your custom is to rise for the mourner's Kaddish. Please do so for Kaddish Yatom on page 17. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
אמן.
ועלמה דברה חירותה, וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו, לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמידם בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, על כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. You may be seated. So this week, Parasha is Parshat Yitro. We are reading the portion of the giving of the Aseret HaDivrot, the 10 utterances, the 10 commandments, where we receive Torah. It is a time of revelation. And our tradition teaches us that all of us were at Sinai. All of us. The rabbis go so radical to say all of us, the people who were there, the people who weren't born yet, the people that didn't know they will eventually one day convert to Judaism, everybody was at Sinai. This is when you meet someone, you say, I think I know you. Say, I met you somewhere. Oh, and you are not sure where? You end up saying, oh, I know you from Sinai. You're standing next to me. Oh, you were the schmoozer behind me. I know you from there. There's even, I think, there was, I don't know if it still exists, like a date app for or religious people that it's called Met You at Sinai or something like that. What is it? Saw You at Sinai. So you have it all, right? But the truth is when we look at the stories, all the stories of our Torah, that tell us the story of the people, the men who were at Sinai. And thank God for modern Midrash, and thank God for modern poets and teachers of us. Great teacher of Rabbi Jen Gubitz, who's Merle Feld, who wrote this beautiful poem that I wanted to share with you, and that we will read tomorrow also, just before we receive Torah, because it reminds us that we were all at Sinai. And the word speaks for themselves. So everybody has it. We passed it around. Thank you, guys. We all stood together by Merle Feld, and she dedicates to Rachel Adler, another amazing teacher, feminist. My brother and I were at Sinai. He kept a journal of what he saw, of what he heard, of what it all meant to him. I wish I had such a record of what happened to me there. It seems like every time I want to write, I can't. I'm always holding a baby, one of my own, one for my friend, always holding a baby, so my hands are never free to write things down. And then as time passes, the particulars, the hard data, the who, what, when, where, why slip away from me, and all I'm left with is the feeling. But feelings are just sounds, the vowels barking of a mute. My brother is so sure of what he heard. After all, he's got a record of it. It's here in the Torah. Consonants after consonants after consonants. If we remember it together, we could recreate holy time, sparks flying. So we were all at Sinai. And the Sfat Emet, a Hasidic teacher, this is a beautiful teaching that I think it's for all of us to remember what does it mean to receive Torah again and again every time. Because we weren't just at Sinai. We are at Sinai. We have an opportunity to receive Torah and to experience revelation again and again. The Sfat Emet, Rabbi Yehuda Hari Lev Alter, has this teaching. It's in the part about Shavuot, of the receiving of Torah, where he writes, it is written in the Torah, in Dvarim, face to face Adonai spoke to you. Panim v'fanim diver Adonai. And Scripture says, in our Torah portion, all the people saw the thunder and lightning, the shofar and the smoking mountain. The people saw, trembled, and stood far off. Why does the word saw have to be repeated? It says twice there. And he answers, because through these lights, visions their own selves were revealed to them. Because through their lights, visions their own selves, I'm putting it incorrect. Because through these lights, visions their own selves were revealed to them. The sages read face to face, panim el panim, as a mirror. Each one saw his own form. As the inner person is revealed to Torah, so each person's inward portion in Torah is revealed to us. Every person has a particular portion within Torah. That is why Torah appears to us as water, reflecting our own souls. What the Sfat Emet teach us, is that in the moment that the people of Israel experienced thunder and lightning and shofar, in the moment that Torah was revealed to each of us, we find Torah also in our own selves. For each of us, there is a part of Torah that is ours. Torah has the capacity to be a mirror to our own lives. The gift of Torah is not a gift of an external book that comes to teach us something from the outside. But the gift of Torah comes to tell us it is Torah that it's in Torah that we see our own selves reflected. And that's my invitation to all of us as we tomorrow experience revelation to the reading of the Aseret HaDivrot, the Ten Commandments, as we engage a study of Torah. And when I mean study of Torah, I don't only mean in the narrow meaning of the 5 books of Moshe or the Chumash or the Bible. I mean Torah as we engage in learning, in Jewish learning, in deepening our understanding of our tradition. This is not about just information that we receive, but as the Sfat Emet teach us, in Torah, in our teachings, in our traditions, we can see our own self reflected. And that's what Merelfeld tried to do with her poem. She came and said, how am I? How can I be, as a woman, as a mother, be reflected on the story of Torah? Maybe my words are not exactly the ones written in the text, but the experiences are. May we all receive Torah this Shabbat and every day, and may we continue to deepen our connection to our tradition. Shabbat Shalom. I'll ask you, no, you cannot take it because I need them for tomorrow. If you come tomorrow, you can take the poem. You can also find it on Ritual Well. It's pretty accessible. Just put We All Stood Together by Merelfeld, and you'll find it. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. We now rise as you are able, if you are able, for Baruch, for the call to worship on page 19. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch
Adonai
Umavir yom, umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai tzevaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, Amari v'aravi.
Amen.
We are loved,
Love, love,
by unending love, by unending love. We are loved, love, love, by unending love, and unending ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו באורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, באהבתך תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וכשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Read silently the next paragraphs of the Shema, 22, 23, Hebrew, English. There is also interpretations to the Shema on page 24.
Adonai Elohechem, Amen.
We turn to page 25. In the middle of the page, the blessing of Geulah, the blessing of redemption.
Shimchu והודו לשמו ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות מלכותך ראו בניך בו קיים לפני משה זה אלי וענו ואמרו
Adonai ימלוך לעולם
ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Page 26, Hebrew or English. Last three sentences on page 26. בורא סוכת שלום עלינו, על כל עמו ישראל, על ירושלים, ועל כל העולם. Please rise as you are able, if you are able, for Veshamru on page 27.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. איי 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 ביני ובין בני ישראל עוד תראה עולם עוד כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש.
We transition to the Amidah with the Chatzi Kaddish, and it is our practice to invite you to find a different place to stand for the Amidah if you wish to do so, to move from your places. We have the faith quilts of Chesed, loving kindness, on my right, the blue one, and the left one is Gvura, strength, boundary, and the balance is Tiferet, is beauty. It's the balance between loving kindness and strength, boundaries. Do you need more loving kindness? Do you need for yourself? You need to give it to a little more. You need to find it. Do you need more gvura? Do you need to figure out the balance? If you would like to face Yerushalayim east, that it's to the right windows. Wherever you go, invitation to move, to stand in a different place for the silent Amidah following the Chatzi Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמר רבה בעלמה דברה חירותה וימליך מלכותה בחייכון וביומכון וחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב עמנו
Amen.
יהיה שמירה במברך לעולם ולעלמא
יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלל שמי דקודשה לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירה מעלמה ועמנו. If you are able to rise for Aleinu, please do so on page 44.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו עם גויי הארצות, ולא שמנו משפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו עמהם, וגור עלינו עם כל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא נהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. We'd like to offer our condolences to Lucy Msal and Simcha Barkayi on the death of Lucy's father, Lawrence Msal, earlier this week. And this week we commemorate the yortzites of Yosel Ben Meir Eli Abba, Bluma Berendt, Lawrence Israel Setterbaum, Natalie Chasler, Shirley DeVos, John William Johnson, Morris Kaplowitz, Jacob Kellman, Eliyahu Kellman, Jacob Krieger, Ruth Ethel Lawrence, Eva Levine, Malka Maestrovsky, Thomas Plaut, John Powell, Eugene Ratto, Anis Roberts, Charlotte Ruderman, Irving Samuels, Bell Schenker Brent, Victoria Schwab, Bernard Schwartz, Israel Victor Steinberg, Bernard Swigenberg, Charles Chapman, Elio Gluntz, Francis Grimberg, Ida Kandel, Marcia Kasdan, Albi Kerber, Molly Lesburg, Clarence Levine, Isidore Popliger, Max Raffa, Max Safran, and Leonard Sweet. I also want to lift up the memories and our condolences and our prayers for all the people of the devastation in Turkey and Syria on this earlier this week on the earthquake. If you're in mourning or commemorating a yortzeit, or a custom is to rise for the Mourner's Kaddish, please do so. Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, on page 48. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
אמן.
ועלמה דברה חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן.
יהא שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמיה.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, על כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו Amen. You may be seated a few announcements from one of our board member, Rachel Goodman. Thank you, Rachel.
For tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh,
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos in the room and on Zoom. So we have a lot of, as always, we have a lot of very exciting things happening. So let me share with you some special things. It's a very busy weekend at TBZ. Sunday, which is February 12th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. with lunch provided, we are holding a one-day event, which is an introduction to dismantling racism from the inside out. It's going to be led by Rabbi David Jaffe and our very own Rav Tiferet. Sign up is closed, but you can learn more about the class that we will be offering for 8 weeks starting on, here it says 2-2. 3-2, okay, I was gonna say. I have my glasses on. Okay, so March 2nd, so that's when the classes will start. Next Wednesday, February 15th, the Housing Justice Campaign Teach-In is going to be held on Zoom. Starts at 7:30, and it is hosted by TBZ's GBIO Housing Justice Team and United Parish of Brookline. Yay, us. So you can sign up. It's not too late to register. Go to the link. You'll find it in the happenings. There's also, I think, a flyer out front. If you haven't heard about the newest program, Aging in Community Informal Coffee Meetups, now you're hearing about it. So this is a weekly Wednesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3:30 at the Courtyard Marriott in Brookline, right in Coolidge Corner. Remember to bring your own beverage and snack. And when the weather is nice, we will be meeting outside in the courtyard. You don't need to sign up, you just need to show up. So that's Wednesdays, 2:30 to 3:30 at the courtyard, right in Coolidge Corner. Next Shabbat, the 24th, is Shabbat Nariah. Oh, 2 weeks, yes. Raise your voice, thank you. Raise your voice, move your body, catch your breath, and gather strength as we create a circle of sound to welcome Shabbat. This is co-sponsored by Kavod. It's usually the third Friday, the third Shabbat, but this month it's the fourth. Okay, I stand corrected. And guess what? Purim is coming. So stay tuned for an email coming into your email box on Sunday with all the information you will need to know about how to celebrate and volunteer for Purim here at TBZ. Tomorrow morning, we have Wonder Minyan, which is a Shabbat celebration for children and families and those of us who still feel like children. We don't check your age if you want to come to Wonder Minyan. And tomorrow morning, after services, please stop by the Tikkun Olam table, where during Kiddush, well, after proper Kiddush, after services, come to learn about all the different ways that you can get involved. We will have members of our Tikkun Olam steering committee who can answer questions and help you get connected to activities of your choice. Notice that's plural. You don't have to sign up for just one. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Gabe Kraus-Grossman, our able tech, for keeping us connected this evening. Thank you so much. Also, I want to wish a mazal tov to Jonathan Golden, who has started a new position as Director of Wellspring Leadership Initiatives at the Shalom Hartman Institute. Last but not least, as we get ready to have a nice Shabbat meal, please remember to bring vegetarian soup and crackers for family table to help end food insecurity in our community. Oh, I lied. Again, there's one more. Also, when you're bringing those crackers and soup, please also help Leora Bluolf collect clothing for Cradles to Crayons. It's part of her Bar Mitzvah project. The bins for that are right next to the bins downstairs where you put your soup and crackers. Now I'm done.
Thank you, and thank you. It says also thank the usher, which is Rachel, so she didn't thank herself. So we thank Rachel for ushering today. And it's great to have you all here. Those of you who are here and that are planning to stay at the dinner, those of you who are not planning to stay at the dinner, those who are in Zoom or on YouTube. So we're going to say Kiddush and Amotzi here for everybody, especially for those who are not staying at the dinner. And those who are not staying for the dinner, we have some light snacks there, and we can schmooze a little bit, unless the kids already ate all the snacks. You did. Oh, there are some that I always think about not leaving. We have to put them at the end because. And so for the people who are not staying, and if you are staying, please come down for the dinner. When you come to the community room, find your name tag. If you don't have a name tag, you can make your own name tag if you wish to do so. If you're a new member, we ask you to put a blue sticker in it so we know who are new members. And then you'll see in two parts. You don't have to be all together. There are twice everything. You'll see the list. It is assigned seating. I didn't have assigned seating at my wedding, so I enjoy the opportunities at TBZ. I'm doing it for all the assigned seating I wanted to do at the wedding, and someone in my family did not want to have assigned seating. So you guys get to pay for Evans not wanting assigned seating for the wedding. So there is assigned seating, and we made sure as we did that to combine people you already know and new people to sit together, and you'll see the list are by your last name and also by tables. It should be pretty easy. Find your place so we can start with the blessings, and we can then eat and enjoy our community dinner. If you didn't sign up for this dinner and you're like, oh, I missed that, we will have another one earlier in the spring. So check the dates. They are in the programming booklet, and you can save the date already for the next dinner. And our practices for the end is to invite everybody to come close so we can bless each other. Charles, come here. Let's see. I sat us together on the chair table, so we can. I'm going to sit with you at the table so we can get together. Come to behind too. Come here too. You can come here. Come to the sides too. Come to the middle too. יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יאר אדוני פניו אליך. ויחונך יישא אדוני פניו אליך. וישם לך שלום. וישם לך שלום.
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
שלום, שלום, שלום. וישם לך שלום.
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
שלום, שלום, שלום. וישם לך שלום.
Shalom.
וישם לך
Shalom.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon inchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikro'e kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, ki banu b'charta
אותנו.
ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
אמן.
לחיים.
לחיים.
And there is challah here. I'm going to say amotzi and we'll bring challah out there. This challah is for the people who are not staying for dinner. The people staying for dinner get their own challah. So you can wait a few more minutes. Okay. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו אותה וציוונו על נטילת ידיים.
Amen.
And let's connect in some way or another, and we say together, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, המוציא לכם מן הארץ. אמן. שבת שלום.
שבת שלום. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל.